Here we go. About to take 2 stings from the Portuguese man-o-war. You guys get your shots ready because this is only going to happen one time. Terror of the ocean. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Ah! Yep. It's getting me. Oh, yeah. I can feel it. Ah! Ooh. Ooh, that's like electric. Yeah, that's one. Wow, it burns right away. Okay. Second sting. I gotta do this fast before that gets too bad. Ready, guys? Ready? All right. 1, 2. Second sting. 3. Ah! Yep. Oh! Man, that one nailed me. Oh! Okay. Yep. So, instant, almost tingly, electrical feeling sting. A lot different than a bee sting or a wasp. Oh man, those are really getting in there. I can feel it now. Now, likely there are still hundreds of nematocysts that are, oh yeah, they are erupting as I'm talking to you right now. I can feel them individually firing, like pow, 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 like a series of bullets going into my skin. Woo! Yeah. Yeah. You can see it getting red on both sites now. Sting site 1 up here at the top, sting site 2 down here at the bottom. I can actually see remnants from the tentacles, and those likely have many nematocysts in them. And it is getting worse and worse with every second. Oh man, this is bad. You do not want to get stung by a Portuguese man-o-war. If I were a fish right now, I'd be in big trouble. In fact, I would likely already be in complete paralysis, and this man-o-war would be reeling me in for dinner. Okay, let the healing begin, as they say. All right, there is 2 steps to this. 1, spray on the agent. 2, use a plastic card because you want to scrape off as many of those nematocysts that have yet to explode as you can. First site, vinegar. Here we go. Okay. Ooh, yeah, smells like vinegar. Now the one I'm dreading. Gross. This is so disgusting. This is so nasty. All right, you guys are a little downwind, so you might want to prepare to duck and cover. All right, here we go. Oh, man. I don't want to splash my face. Oh, it stinks. Oh, okay. That's enough. Scraping off those active nematocysts is certainly part of the equation, so you don't want to forget that step. I can actually see my skin pulsing. You guys can see my skin going up and down there. All the nerves in my arm right now are probably just screaming like, ah, intruder, we have venom. I feel so much better already. It feels like I'm on the road to healing. Man, it still burns though. So now it's just more of the burning. Okay, yeah, I think I'm ready to make a declaration of sorts at this point. Vinegar, not only more sanitary, but definitely wins the contest. This is by far the least of the 2 when it comes to pain. The urine site, not only is it absolutely disgusting, but it definitely burns a little worse. And I could definitely feel a distinction between the 2. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it. Vinegar is the definitive antidote that you want to use if you want to neutralize stinging cells on your skin. Urine, not your best friend when it comes to a jellyfish sting or a man-o-war sting for that matter. And there is one last step that will truly alleviate the pain symptoms that I'm feeling in my arm. Good old-fashioned hot water. The reason hot water is the ultimate antidote to a man-o-war sting is because the heat from the water will actually denature the proteins in the venom, rendering them inert, completely harmless. And then it's just up to my body and my immune system to do the cleanup work, and I'll be as good as new. Oh my gosh. Guys, I've never had a hot compress feel so good. Like immediate relief. And I hope everybody watching not only enjoyed this little experiment, but learned something to take home with you. Don't use urine, use vinegar to treat jellyfish stings or man-o-war stings. And at the end of the day, hot compress is going to be your real solution.
While I did experience slight discomfort for the next few hours, the scrape and heat treatment reduced my pain to that of a mild sunburn. And by the next day, nearly all signs of redness had vanished and I was as good as new. So next time you're on the beach and you see a man-o-war, avoid it. But just in case you don't, some white vinegar and a hot compress seem to do the trick. So yeah, you should leave your pee in the toilet.
Hold on. What's that? There's something right there. An eel! Oh my goodness. Check this out. Wow, look at that. Okay, I can't keep it out of water for too long. We got to go find a spot to do the presentation. Let's go over here to this pocket. Wow. I think what I want to do to present this eel, because I can't really handle it out of the water, I'm going to put it in one of our cubes. Here, can somebody hold that eel in the water there, just like that? Okay, cool. I'm going to get my pack off. Let's fill this up with water. Okay, this is a delicate little maneuver. Now, got this real quick. Okay, got it. Perfect. Yes. First things first, let's talk about the type of eel that we found here. This is a snowflake eel. It's called a snowflake eel because, as you can see on its side through the center line, it has all these beautiful patterns in the shape of snowflakes. Now, an eel is actually a fish, not a snake. A lot of people confuse these animals with snakes, with sea snakes, and they are not venomous like a sea snake at all. Although they do have razor sharp teeth. In fact, they have 2 rows of teeth on the top, 1 row of teeth on the bottom, and then get this, inside their throat, they actually have another set of jaws called the pharyngeal jaws, which is an inner jaw structure that it uses to actually munch on its meals and draw in food as it has the rest of the prey item clasped in those front teeth, which is pretty creepy if you think about it, but a highly adapted mechanism that has allowed these eels to thrive in ecosystems like these tide pools in Australia. Wow, do you see that? It's trying to bite its reflection. Now, eels in particular are actually fairly aggressive animals. They're actually one of the animals we have to worry the most about when we're out there diving. They don't really back down. They're very courageous creatures, and they're not really afraid of human beings. And they have been known to attack divers at times when you get too close. So whenever we see eels underwater, we always want to keep our safe distance from them. But in a unique situation like this, I'm able to take an eel and put it in a container and get it right up close to the camera. That is so amazing. Now, eels have extremely poor eyesight. Even though it has very beautiful eyes, those bright yellow eyes on each side of its head, they really can't see very well, so they rely heavily on their sense of smell. Their sense of smell is incredible. In fact, if we get a tight enough shot, you can see it has these little yellow appendages coming out of its nostrils, and it can use those to direct its sense of smell. So it's a pretty cool little adaptation that it has. And these animals, like most morays, can filter water by opening and closing their mouths and then dragging the water across their gills for respiration. Well, I say that caps off an excellent adventure today. We came back out to Australia's tide pools to find something we've never found before, and lo and behold, we find our very first eel. Man, this is awesome. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this adventure. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell if you haven't done so yet. I'm Mark Vins. Be brave. Stay wild. We'll see you on the next adventure. All right, let's let this one go and head home.